Hello and welcome to another story. 26 stories over 26 days. Hashtag a story a day. Stories for grown-ups in aid of the 2.6 challenge with the Stroke Association. And it is day 15 today. So that is including today's 12 stories left. I wonder what they're going to be. Well, I know what tonight's is, so that's a good start. One day, the Greek philosopher Socrates decided he would like to set out into the hills for a very nice long walk. So his very lovely wife packed him a lunch, and he had some of that really sharp feta cheese and some tiny, delicious, juicy little tomatoes and some olives and some bread, and off he went. Well, he couldn't stop thinking about his lunch. He knew it was just going to be so delicious, but he was also trying to savour it as much as he could before he sat down to eat it. So he strode out, his mind in different places, enjoying the views, the trees, the air, the beautiful scents coming to him. And as he walked and appreciated all these things and let his mind do what great philosophers' minds do, he kept coming back to just what the feta would taste like and how salty the olives would be and just how delicious those tomatoes and the cucumber would taste. And so it got to lunchtime and he decided to stop, lean against a tree and unpack his lunch, which is what he did. And as he sat there with his lunch in his lap, really getting ready to dive into all those flavours, somebody approached, came over the hill, came towards him and greeted him. "Good day to you, sir," the stranger said. "I'm on my way to Athens. Do you know that place?" "Well, yes," said Socrates. "I know the place." "Well, then I wonder," asked the stranger, "if you can tell me what the people will be like there." "Well," said Socrates, "where have you come from?" "Argos," said the stranger. "And tell me," said Socrates, "what are the people like there?" "Oh," said the stranger, "they are so mean, and their spirits are so, mean-spirited. They wouldn't give you the time of day. And I tell you, I've never met so many people who are just really unpleasant and, pass you by without a greeting, without a smile. No, that's why I'm going somewhere else. I'm hoping to meet some nicer people." "Well," said Socrates, "I'm sorry to say, I think you will find that the people in Athens are exactly the same." Oh, and with that, they exchanged farewells and the stranger passed by. So Socrates enjoyed the view a little bit more, still thinking about his lunch, still trying to decide whether he was going to start with the feta, the bread, the olives. And just as he was about to dive in, having decided that a little appetizer of olives was the way to go, another stranger approached from the same direction as the previous stranger. And as this man drew closer, he greeted Socrates and asked him if he was going in the right direction for Athens. And Socrates said yes, he was. So the stranger said, "Well, I'm sorry to have interrupted you, but as I have your attention, perhaps you could tell me what the people are like in Athens." And Socrates said, "Well, where are you from, friend?" And the stranger explained that he was from Argos. And Socrates asked him, "Well, tell me, what are the people like there?" And this man said, "Oh, you couldn't ask for nicer people. So kind, so generous of spirit, always willing to pass a time of day to help a neighbour, smiling exchanging greetings in the street. Such lovely people. Well, said Socrates, I think you'll find the people in Athens are exactly the same. And off the stranger went, and Socrates went for the bread with the feta and a tomato and an olive on the side. Thank you once again for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow. See you then. Have a good evening.